Now, kind of post-pandemic, well, I guess I'm kind of still in it. You know, it feels a little more post now.
Sure.
It's post-ish.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, like staffing is really difficult. Like I can't get anyone to work at the KFC by my house. I literally go to the drive-thru and I spend 30 minutes in there, and then they finally come up there and they're like, "Oh, by the way, we don't have any chicken." How is this possible? Is it challenging for you guys in this world to recruit doctors and volunteers to help you with your work?
Yeah, it's a little more difficult. Things are hard with travel still. It's also hard. There's a lot of uncertainty in folks' lives these days, and that makes it a little bit harder to step out in faith. But Colton, from your experience with your kids and just the need that your industry has for stepping out in faith and taking risks is so high that folks are willing to do it. It's just you've got to find the right ones and be patient and wait for them to show up because they're called, and we just have to bring the awareness to them of the opportunity.
If Colton was to volunteer on your ship, one of your ships, what job would you give him based on just looking at him and you think his skill set?
Yeah, so he's pretty well organized. So I might actually put him in the galley to chop carrots.
Nice. Okay.
Done.
Yeah.
I doubt they have a piano bar on the ship.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, he's in the shows like, "Hey, you just got your surgery. Oh yeah,
No, I'm teasing though, Colton. I think you'd make a great hospital chaplain for us because you can really I see the way that you see people where they're at and empathize with them. That's such a huge thing for our patients. A lot of them are they're dealing with ailments that they've suffered from for years. And the longer you live with something like this, I mean, like you take a 2-year-old kid who's got a cleft lip, they don't really know they're different.
Sure.
But by the time you're 5, you realize the other kids are different. And by the time you're 10, you realize you don't have a place. And then when you're 20, you don't know your worth. So being able to empathize with folks and see them, that's part of that deeper restoration and the hope part that we unlock for folks by helping to remove these barriers to their societies and families.
Yeah, that's the very thing that stood out to me, actually. It's not only are they providing doctors and nurses and all this care when these people in third world countries don't have that access, is you're restoring so much more. You are you are helping them become who they were meant to be always, and who they actually were but didn't realize it because of a setback or something. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Hope is the intangible because like you meet the physical, which is the outside and it's obvious, but the thing that you're giving people when you give them hope, if you've ever talked about anybody that's really been at their last straw, what does the name tell you? I lost hope. I lost hope. When you lose hope, everything else goes south from there. And so the fact that you guys meet physical needs and spiritual needs is a really big deal, because you're taking the whole person and you're making them whole, which is vital.
Yeah.
Well, you know a thing or two about staffing shortages. Like you're even doing less band members on the road.
It's true. Yeah, my band shrunk from 5 to 3 people, including myself. Yeah, it's wild, and even finding someone to come out on the road with us to help facilitate. And we've had a lot of people that we know and love to pitch in and help, but finding that person, a lot of people got used to being home and thought, road life maybe isn't as glamorous as I remembered it when they started coming back out. So it can be difficult. It can. But you just got to keep pushing on. And
I know, and you don't have a choice.
No,
you're like,
I'm there regardless.
Yeah.
So yeah.
To quote NF, I got to make it to make it.
That's a good line.
Yeah, I mean that's absolutely it. Like you're in charge of that thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So if people want to get involved, Justin, like Colton's gotten involved with you guys, and there's a partnership there. But if somebody's just watching, like, man, I'd like to help. This sounds great. I love the idea of healing kids and taking care of their physical needs. How can they do it?
Yeah, you can go to coltonhickson.com/mercyships or mercyships.org and learn more about opportunities to give or volunteer.